It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see tight end Dawson Knox. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the 49ers and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco... The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Darnold looking to start with a pass.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, a nice spin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 44. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Lance.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and
long. Working from the gun. Lance.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Lance. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Dawson. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a 1st down there. 3rd straight year above 1,100 yards, but also his 3rd straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. With his ability to move after the catch and also his ability to take it in the run game, I expect those touchdown numbers to climb.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Foreman. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Folk's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives him their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Tight end Dawson Knox ready to go again, as is the rest of this offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From his own goal line, Darnold, and his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run with Foreman. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Darnold down to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Lance now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Set, ready, practice, sit.
Lance now on first down. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This is old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 66 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 8 coming up. Darnold. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, look at the juke. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Here we go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Down to about the 37. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and inches, Lance.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
From 13 yards out.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move.
Oh, Darnold loses it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Trey Lance and the 49ers set to return to the field here.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Darnold.
That pass complete to Moore.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Darnold completes it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle to Smith. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Darnold. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, Lance. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Go set.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To throw, it's Lance. He completes it to the tight end, Knox.
Let's go.
And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he pins him up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And on first and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late game